Coucou puces, hello my loves, Marhaba habibetey. I have a kind of different, interesting, I mean not different, but different for me because I've never filmed one of these before. I'm doing like a product meh or regrets turned into raves and raves turned into regrets type of video. So when I film, and it's all skincare, when I film these skincare review for you guys, I do like to put them to work. I like to test them for a decent amount of time. That being said, I don't wait till I use up the entire product before filming a review for you guys. And that's usually because in large part, in like what, 2.5 years here on YouTube, I usually know within that first 4 to 6 weeks how I like a product. And to also be fair, when I film reviews, I obviously tell you how it worked for me, but I kind of break down all the information about the product, the prices, what it does, what it's supposed to do, where might have issues with it and all that kind of stuff. That being said, there has been a handful of products that I have realized that I've kind of changed my mind on, and my personal experience with them has changed. And two of them, which are not here, but I'll talk to you guys about, is because the way they started acting differently once I got past that like midway mark in them. And some others is just because they kind of work the same, but I figured out how to use them and make them really effective. So with that being said, I've like rambled for 2 minutes. I don't know how much sense I've made. With that being said, I'm going to talk to you guys about the products. And I will still leave the links for the full reviews on them below because I do think that's still important information. But instead of kind of not talking about how it's different, I'm like, hey, let's be honest and upfront and, you know, talk about how things sometimes do change for us. So let me know if you guys have had that experience too, where you've kind of been a certain way with a product for a long time, then all of a sudden it shifted it on you. So yeah, I've also realized I think my skin changes like under different situations, either hormonal situations or stress situations or environmental situations. What my skin needs and the way it reacts to stuff has been changing. So anyways, let's just get into it. So the first product that I want to talk to you guys about is the Pestle and Mortar Pure Hyaluronic Serum. Can you see how it's empty? Like I am squeezing the tiny last little drops out of this guy. When I first filmed this for you guys, I kind of I was meh about it. I gave you the rundown of the facts of all that kind of stuff, which you can watch down below. But I didn't really see anything crazy different in my skin when I used it. And it was kind of a bummer to me. The reason that it's completely empty, and I'm trying to figure out if I can get it shipped here or if I will pick some up on my next trip over to the UK, is because I found the way to make this magic. So with it being a pure hyaluronic serum, it has that hyaluronic acid that's gonna kind of lock in extra moisture. So I wanted to use it as a hydrating serum like on its own, and for that I wasn't seeing great results with. And I kind of still stand by a lot of the stuff that I said around it in the other video. Where I have found this super useful and the way that I've been loving to use it is kind of before I get on a plane, after I've done my entire skincare routine, because sometimes your planes don't coincide with like your morning skincare routine. It's a couple hours later. I will pop I'll wash my hands and then I'll pop a little bit of this on, and it just helps. As you know how some people will do like a moisturizing mask or a sheet mask before they get on a plane. I'll use this one and it's magical. Or do you guys remember I talked to you guys about that Tata Harper moisturizer? Hold on, I have it in front of me here, I think one. No, I do not. The reparative moisturizer, where I find it not quite enough. So I will do some of this and then I'll put that moisturizer on and I'll get the really nice burst of moisture. So if you're more on a budget, you only have one kind of lightweight moisturizer that you use in the morning and you don't want to buy something more heavy duty at night, pair something like this with it and then it'll make your moisturizer last longer, and you'll have an extra little serum on hand to kind of boost the moisture in any kind of situation. So using this kind of like as an enhancer, like an added step, has really made it lovely. And especially, you guys have heard me to death tell you about how dehydrated my skin has been with the weather changing and the fasting. So this has kind of been a lifesaver in that way. So I thought I would mention it. The next product here is the Alpha H Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. And again, we're like right there at the bottom of it. When I had talked to you guys about this, I was halfway through and I just wasn't doing much for my face. I was using a lot more intensive like acids on my face, and I just wasn't getting that same exfoliating brightening effect out of this guy. Now I figured out where is the perfect place in my routine to use this, and I love it. And again, last little drops on the list of stuff to get. On those days when my face needs exfoliation, when I can feel like I need an extra dose of exfoliation, and I probably should go in with kind of an exfoliating gel like the Oskia, or the balm like the Oskia one that has those little microbeads in it, or I should use like my fresh honey mask that again is an exfoliating mask. But I'm just so tired. I don't have the energy to do an extra step of washing. I reach for this guy because I can throw it on a cotton pad, I can wipe it on my face, in real life a Shiseido cotton pad, and I can wipe it across my face and I'll get that exfoliation and I'm good to go, and it's quick and it's easy. The other time I really like using this is if my face has been extra sensitive. So usually sometimes on days after I've done like my laser hair removal on my face, or sometimes if I've been in the sun running, even though I'm wearing my SPF 40, and sometimes even makeup on top that has SPF, sometimes I still will catch some sun and my face is just extra sensitive. Again, using something like this versus an like a physical exfoliant makes it just such a lovely product for that. So while my thoughts on it not being as like pow as some of my other acids, I figured out the best way to use it in my routine. So that's that. The third one is this MV Organics 9 Oil Cleansing Tonic. I still don't like to use it as a cleanser. I still think applying like a warm cloth on top is too much faff for me. Like I wish I had the patience to do it because I think it would be beautiful. Again, I'm lazy and I won't do that. But where I have found this to be really lovely is in kind of being a rescue serum for my skin. So on days when just like everything is freaking out, like there are hormonal breakouts, there are stress breakouts. Yeah, because it's been a nice bout of that recently. It makes me so happy. So happy. Can we just have a little momentary tangent? I spend so much money and so much time on my face in terms of skincare. So much. And yet between all the women in my family, my face is the most broken out and it drives me mental. And they all laugh at me and I'm like, I'm glad you're laughing because I'm crying on the inside. Like, it's just infuriating sometimes. But I don't know, like, what you want me to say. I deal with stress. My hormonal levels are through the roof. A, because that's just kind of the way that my chemistry is, and B, I have a thyroid condition, and so that adds to it. And so my skin can just look like a disaster sometimes. I'm also super pale, so anytime I have breakouts, you just see them that much more, right? So yeah, it drives me crazy sometimes. So on those days when nothing is working and I need something to just calm everything down, but I also need something gentle because I do have some serums that I like and I use, but they're heavier. On the days when all that is happening, I reach for something like this. So I know that my skin needs a boost of something to kind of just kick its butt and like be a warm blanket all at the same time. I've been reaching for this guy. So it really is just a kind of product that is lovely because it's hardcore and sensitive. Does that make any sense? So I still use it the kind of laziest way possible. I'll add a couple drops on my hand and just press it in on those areas that need some TLC. And I wake up the next morning, everything is a little bit calmer and a little bit happier. And so, yeah, that is that. The two products that I don't have to show you that I have filmed videos on that I've fallen kind of out of love with are both by Sunday Riley. So it's the Sunday Riley Luna Oil and Sunday Riley Good Genes. And I know you all just like, yeah, I know, me too. I tried to make them, as soon as my face switched up on me, I tried to make them work so bad because they were such lovely products. They like made me wake up the next day with my best skin day. They had that little bit of retinol and some really other great skincare ingredients in them. But something happened in my skin where what should have been ingredients that were helping calm everything down and combat breakouts, it was doing the opposite. It was causing me to break out more and to be more red. I don't know where the switch happened, and they definitely weren't expired. The smells were still the same. I was well within the time frame of when to use them, but just something shifted on us, and I tried really hard to make it work, but I couldn't. And so I've kind of recently realized that while most people break out and will use retinols or retin-A's to help combat that, my breakouts, I don't know where they come from, but anything that's too harsh, especially seemingly anything with a retinol or retin-A in it, just breaks me out more. And it's funny because I used kind of even almost like slightly prescription strength products at one time. And when my skin would break out, I would look at everything else in my skincare routine besides that, because I'm like, no, of course, those are what's going to help. And I would like eliminate everything else, and it would still be crazy until I realized that it was those products that was causing the extra breakouts. So I don't have them. I've gifted them to Noelle, who loves them, and they work really well for her. I'll link her channel down below. But yeah, those were kind of sad. Do not work anymore for me. I mean, the one consolation is that they're expensive, so I'm glad that I don't have to invest the money in them when I run out of them. But yeah, those are my raves turned into regrets and regrets turned into raves. Let me know if you guys like this video. I don't have any products currently that I could film a second one with them, but if this works for you, if you guys like these, I can kind of keep a running track of them and film some more for you. Okay, I'm still super awkward in this space. One day I won't be. Points of positivity? Sure, let's do it. My first point of positivity is a really yummy dinner out with my parents last night. It's sometimes hard to go out and eat out during Ramadan because the hours, like the restaurants close, at least here, it's like 9 p.m. I'm like, you're a restaurant, why are you closing at 9? And we don't break fast till almost 10 o'clock. So one of my favorite Italian American eateries was open late last night. We did that and it was super yummy. My second point of positivity is discovering, I told you guys I was watching Superwoman here on YouTube. She has a song called Leh, L-E-H, that is like been on super repeat and I love it. And then my third point of positivity is just kind of having a quiet, relaxed, chill morning. I'm like go for so long that as soon as I kind of stop and take a beat, it's just so nice. It's really appreciated. So that is it for me today. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. I will talk to you soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.